Jonah, it's like 9:30 at night, and I actually have two major reasons why I'm doing it this late. And the first one is because I spent all day working on that reel, and it took me forever, and it was really hard. And I even started it last night, but dang it, I was gonna finish it. So thanks for jumping on the phone and texting me back and help supporting me. In some ways, even though we were not in the shop together, I felt like we were together because I was like back and forth with you so much. I thought that was pretty funny. But anyways, I don't know if you recall, but I'm actually taking a month off from drinking. But tonight I'm having a martini because, man, I gotta tell you, it's been a hot minute since I've put that much like just fire under my ass to get something done that quick, and it felt great, but also exhausting. It's that sort of sort of metaphorical sore muscle that feels great and reminds you you're alive. But anyways, I wanted to say thank you for responding to my video about subjectivity and objectivity. And I was thinking about it, and I think that I want to talk to you about values today. And so I'm going to keep it really short because I know our last few videos were kind of long. But one of the things that I was thinking in progression with what we were talking about with objectivity, subjectivity, with open mode and closed mode, the importance of balance. One of the things I'm not sure is as easy or as not as easy or as obvious to balance is values. Now, I think the older I get and the more work I do in understanding the psychology of myself and of the artwork that I'm into and creating, the more I realize that I keep boiling things down to their base value, and that I'm looking for things constantly that add value, that don't just add neutralness or like zero sum, but that add value. And one of the reasons I was feeling that I don't think I'm gonna hold this camera a little different. Give me a second. Yeah, that's better. One of the reasons that I think that subjectivity alone doesn't, I'm not sure that subjectivity brings value inherently alone, right? Like, it's sort of like when you're stressed or anxious, is like acknowledging you're stressed or anxious is the subjective personal experience, but that doesn't actually bring you any value until you enact objectivity and go, well, I'm stressed or anxious, but what's the objective reason why? It's like, oh, there's a deadline and I'm feeling stressed because I don't have enough help, or I don't have the right materials, or things are going wrong. And only through identifying the objectiveness can we actually find value. And I think you can find value without subjectiveness, just through objective like thought, but I think that it's stifled like massively. And in some regards, maybe you can't find true value because your value's hamstrung by not having the personal experience acknowledged and accounted for. I don't know. But either way, what I was thinking was it's really interesting to think about value. One of the reasons that I like collaboration is because I feel like me and the people that I collaborate often share the same values. And I know you and I share that with our love of education, of empowering people, and our love of community and the what's the best way to put this? The experience of doing something that's bigger than you. And I was talking to my friend Javier, and he was talking about his time in the military. And Javi's an incredible guy. But one thing that struck out to me is that he and I talk about a lot of things very similarly, but we couldn't have more different lives. But the thing is, we share the same value: community, being a part of something bigger than us, and creating value wherever we go. Um, I thought that that was really interesting. And when it comes to people that you have lifelong relationships with, the people you can collaborate with and create the most interesting and meaningful art or progress, it always comes down to having shared values. And I think most of us actually have the same values. So maybe the reason that we're unable to move forward as a team when we're in a creative roadblock, when we're working on a project, is because we've lost sight of our value. We've gotten too tied up in the stress and the anxiety of the subjective experience, and that we have to get back to our core values. We're a team. We're going to work on this together, and we're going to get it through it together. We care about creating art, but we also care about community and taking care of each other and artwork. I've always said it, I'm not the best artist, but I do want to be one of the best community members. And so it's like I'm okay with putting art second to people. And that's one of my biggest values. And a lot of the people that I work with share those same values. And people I've butted heads with creatively are people who think that art trumps people. And, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with their mode of operating, but when it comes to the best progress and the best forward momentum for me, it's all about having the shared values and making space for people who have different values than you to be able to operate on their own. I definitely think that, you should be able to have the freedom to explore things your own way because you will find what works and what doesn't work real clearly. But anyways, what do you think? What do you think about value in, like shared values and the ability to collaborate, through all that? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Well, I was trying to keep it short, but it looks like it's about to be a 6-minute video, and I'm sorry about that. But cheers. Have a great night. Thank you for letting me post this a little late because I really wanted to take some time to think about this, and I'm really glad I did. But don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We are up, I think we're up over 50 subscribers since we first started just a few months ago. So that's incredible. So thank you to you guys who like and subscribe, and look forward to posting more stuff. And we just finished filming a little bit for our molding video that I want to share with you guys. So I'll be editing it this week. So anyways, have a good night, guys. Stay creative, and I look forward to seeing you, Jonah, tomorrow.